10 Gorgeous Flower Garden Ideas. What's happening in the large flower garden? Oftentimes, the unfortunate answer is too much. It's easy to let a large flower garden get out of hand, but some aggressive editing can bring order to the chaos. Save the healthiest trees and handsomest shrubs, as these will be the backbone of the garden. Choose 2 contrasting colors, or 1 color family, like purple and pink. Add perennial flowering plants in groups of 3 to 5, the repetition is pleasing to the eye. Finally, focus on regular weeding, because today's weed is tomorrow's weed patch. Hiding the vegetable garden in the back 40 is so yesterday. Cottage gardens celebrate the fact that gardens can be beautiful and delicious, while playing up the symbiotic relationship between vegetables and flowers. Veggies get a huge boost in productivity when pollinators that are drawn to nectar-rich plantings get busy swapping pollen on tomato, squash, and cucumber blossoms too. What's more, the beneficial insects that rely on floral nectaries, think parasitic wasps and ladybugs for starters, help keep vegetable pests under control, allowing a reduction in pesticide use. Fuzzy, glossy, silky, waxy, puckered, and prickly blooms and leaves contribute a subtle interest to the garden that contributes to the overall design. Here, the spiky blue flowers of globe thistle contrast with the waxy petals of the tiger lily, creating a lovely but low-maintenance partnership in the sunny flower garden. You can discover other fun flowering textures with the fuzzy lamb's ear, the ruffled fringed tulip, the frizzy liatris, or the velvety coxcomb. Have your roses the way you've always wanted them, up close, where you can enjoy their silky petals and perfume as you pass under the arbor. Every garden should host a flowering vine, as the small footprint of a vine takes up no more space than a small container plant. You can grow a trellis-filling vine in one season from seed with a morning glory or moon vine, or you can invest in a perennial vine that will return for many years when you plant a clematis, honeysuckle, or climbing hydrangea. Like a little ray of sunshine, a rain garden or bog garden brightens up a soggy spot. When planting a bog garden, consider plants that love both full sun and wet soil, like the stunning candelabra primrose pictured here. Flowering plants that thrive in bog gardens also include cardinal flower, yellow iris, and leopard plants. A fun and funky addition to the wet garden is the carnivorous pitcher plant. These look like something out of a jungle, but are hardy down to zone 5. What lies at the end of the flower garden path? Even if it's nothing but a dead end, the mystery that paths provide give the garden a sense of place, and also define borders against which to plant flowers of varying heights. How wide should you make your path? A comfortable path can accommodate a wheelbarrow or garden cart with room to turn around. Have you ever noticed that some of the most beautiful flowers fall flat when it comes to attracting butterflies? The anatomy of the butterfly proboscis is designed to extract nectar from particular flower shapes, which means that some blooms sound the dinner bell, while others miss the mark. Although butterflies do appreciate bright colors, it's also important to include flowers that have rich nectar stores that are easily accessible in shallow flowers. This garden full of bee balm and Verbena bonariensis is busy with butterflies and other pollinators throughout summer. Add some milkweed to nourish monarch butterflies, which have declined by 90% since the early 1990s. If the thought of all that fertilizing and deadheading takes the wind out of your gardening sails, consider the merits of the Wildflower Garden. Native flowers developed with Mother Nature to thrive in your region, meaning they are ready to grow in your soil type and with your typical rainfall. The clean lines and tidy layout of a formal garden provide a respite from the stresses of modernity, but the addition of flowers is a welcome counterpoint to a sea of grass and carefully trimmed boxwood shrubs. Stick to 1 or 2 flower varieties in the formal garden, those with neat growing habits will complement your scheme the best. Lavender, rose topiaries, tulips, hydrangeas, and salvia are a few flowers that have been used to great effect in the formal garden. You can mass these flowers around a central fountain, use them to edge paths, or fill in geometric hedge plantings with blooms. The free-form nature of cottage gardening is an invitation to try many classic flowers in the landscape. Cottage garden design values fragrant or heirloom varieties, like Old English roses, lavender, Shasta daisies, foxgloves, and hollyhocks. To make sure there's a method to your madness, repeat plant varieties throughout the border or bed and stick to a simple color palette. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.